C-Mark.
Arrow is a story about a superhero that is real. He doesn't have superpowers, he has learned abilities.
He was a rich, spoiled, trust fund wastrel who didn't care much about anything except having sex and having a good time.
He was in an unfortunate boat accident and was stranded on a remote island.
Oliver Queen is alive, found by fishermen in the North China Sea.
When he returns home after that 5-year exile, he's a completely different person.
To live, I had to make myself more than what I was, to forge myself into a weapon.
He comes home with a mysterious agenda to right the city's wrongs, and he does so by adopting the guise of the Arrow.
The guy in a green hood flew in and single-handedly took out 3 armed kidnappers.
I'm the guy in charge. This is my town.
We'll put out an APB on Robin Hood.
This is just a little bit too unsettling for me, and I'd like to get to the bottom of it.
Hello, Laurel.
In the 5 years that Oliver was gone, Laurel buried herself in her work.
I'd hope that you'd rot in hell a whole lot longer than 5 years.
Laurel blames him for the death of her sister.
But at the same time, it's the love of her life, and nobody will ever live up to Oliver for her.
You know, she's working as a lawyer. You know, in a lot of ways, she and Oliver are on the same mission. You know, she's trying to fight for the little guy. She's just doing it through the law.
You came back from the dead. This calls for a party.
I am Oliver's best friend from childhood. I certainly am hoping that the party's going to start back up again now that he's back.
I knew it. I knew you were alive.
Hey, sis.
In addition to having to become the Arrow, he also has to become a big brother, which is difficult considering his sister has sort of become a mini version of himself, more interested in having a good time and partying.
Walter and I are married, and I don't want you to think that either one of us, did anything to disrespect your father.
Moira is more than just the long-suffering mother of Oliver. She has secrets of her own, and she has an agenda of her own.
You're ex-military?
Yes, sir. 105th Airborne out of Kandahar, retired. Been in the private sector a little more than 4 years now. There's some nefarious characters out there who think they might be able to capitalize on taking advantage of Oliver and capitalize in a monetary sense, getting money from the family. So I get hired to protect him.
The action is unbelievable.
Completely, totally, and utterly awesome.
That guy is doing some awesome things.
Even though this started from comic book origins, it's a very real story.
He's a hero, not a superhero.
I'm not invincible.
There's no capes, there's no sort of supervillains, you know, who are cackling maniacally.
All units convert!
We live in these dark and difficult times, and I think everyone is sort of looking for a hero, and the idea that there's someone out there who's fighting for us.